Hello everybody, welcome back to our Bible study. Today we're in Psalm 96 and just audio today because if you were with us for the last video, you probably heard all that construction noise. Well, those guys are still here, and so if I just do audio, I don't have to stand right next to that window where all the noise is coming through. So, because I don't need the light for my video. So we'll just do audio for Psalm 96 and a relatively short psalm today, and so it should be a quick one. Again, you'll notice on our PDF that the author of Psalm 96 is unknown. There's no introduction to the psalm who gives us the original author, and we don't have any New Testament references back to Psalm 96 that I've found. We're going to keep it pretty simple for our themes today. Just one, God is worthy of worship from all sources. Basically, from anything, from anyone, God deserves worship. There are two words today that I think would be helpful to define. The first one is to ascribe in verse 7. This is to regard a quality as belonging to someone or something. So in Psalm 96, the psalmist ascribed strength and glory to the Lord. Our second word is the word equity in verse 10. Being equitable is to be fair or impartial. Okay, now our outline. 13 verses, just one section. Sing to the Lord a new song. And you'll notice a lot of the themes here are themes that we've seen throughout other chapters. This is really a psalm of worship. Psalm 96 is a call for all people to worship the Lord. In verses 1 and 2, the psalmist writes, "Sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord, all the earth. Sing to the Lord. Bless his name. Tell of his salvation from day to day." The psalmist wanted people to spread the news of the greatness of God across the nations, across the entire world. He wanted foreign nations to know that their idols were nothing compared to the God of Israel. He wrote, "For all the gods of the peoples are worthless idols, but the Lord made the heavens," in verse 5. He wanted God to receive all of the glory and all the glory and the worship that he deserved. And certainly we can never worship God more than he deserves. In verse 9, he writes, "Worship the Lord in the splendor of holiness. Tremble before him, all the earth." Now we're told that not only was it right to worship the Lord, but it was also wise because God intends to judge everyone on the earth. We are told that his judgment will be righteous and fair and faithful and equitable. So the psalmist's advice was for all people to join in with the creation, as he says in verses 11 through 12, in exalting the Lord of all the earth. And this Lord of creation and how the creation worships God is what I want to talk about in the application section. We're also going to see this idea in Psalm 97, so watch out for it tomorrow. So for the application, in the past couple decades or so, there has been a resurgence of spiritualists and neo-pagans or new paganism and New Age teachers promoting the idea that what we need to do is to bring ourselves into alignment with nature and the universe. Maybe you've heard some of this before. And to that I would say, amen. Okay, so how does one go about aligning themselves with nature? Well, if you follow along with the psalm, it makes it pretty clear. Aligning yourself with nature means worshiping the God who created nature and acknowledging him as the Lord who's going to judge the earth. In verses 11 through 13, it says, "Let the heavens be glad and let the earth rejoice. Let the sea roar and all that fills it. Let the field exult and everything in it. Then shall all the trees of the forest sing for joy before the Lord, for he comes to judge the earth." Now, there's all kinds of people promoting that you align yourself with nature, but then they exclude God from the picture. But to try to align yourself with the natural world without recognizing the God that nature itself worships and exalts is never going to work.